All right. Some of these other things as well. All right. Let me pull this up. See if it'll. There we go. Look at the proper screen. Okay. Sorry for the delay. I've just found, like I've been told by people like Patak and whatever in the past, that if I was in the middle, like even if it was already set in stone for like the past hour or something, if I was still in the middle of uploading something, the stream got really choppy, really laggy, really bad. So unfortunately, it's kind of just what it is. I was already in the middle of the process. It was getting close, but it wasn't quite going to finish in time. So I don't actually remember if this was the background on the title screen previously or not. This is definitely what we're confronted with now, but I don't remember if we saw that last time or if it was... Hey, Silhouette, welcome. Sorry I didn't stream earlier today. I've been trying to like work hard on uploading content to YouTube, getting stuff, whether it's pieces from streams or just new content like stuff I've recorded or whatever, uploaded. And sometimes that kind of not burns me out, meaning I don't want to do it anymore, but it like makes me really tired, so I just fall unconscious for half the day. I wasn't really even awake at the time I would normally stream. So just another couple minutes and we'll get going. By the way, this gaming chair I own now, like I'm using right now, I only bought it like 9 months ago and I already broke the arm on it. So I've lost a lot of weight over the last year, but I apparently haven't lost enough yet. So still working on losing. Now this is only chapter, or this is chapter 1. So hopefully this developer keeps making additional chapters. I know that's obviously they called it chapter 1, so obviously that was the plan when they started this. Hopefully they will continue to be able to work on getting the game to go on. I mean, depending on how this ends and whether I think it like is a cliffhanger and it was a lame ending or something, but I doubt it. So far I'm really enjoying the game quite a bit, so. I do still, by the way, whoops, hang on. I do still have, is there, oh, right, only at this do I get the menu. Anyway, I'm not going to save it, but I'm just doing this to show you. I do still have this save, about, I mean, longer actual real life time, but in gameplay terms, about a half an hour earlier in the Valve room. So for some reason, hey, Mr. Monster, I'm doing well. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So for some reason, for whatever, whatever happens, this ends up being a bad thing. Like I'm in the pool too early for some reason. If that's true, then I have this other save out before I even drain the pool, and I can try other things. But I think this is where we need to be. I don't remember seeing anything else we could really do other than inserting the red key in the one keyhole in that one room where there are the 4 different seasons of keyholes, but I didn't find any other keys. So I'm guessing I will, in this whole encounter here that I'm gonna have, right? I'm guessing I'm gonna find another key somewhere in here. So I get that. What was it? Crap, I can't remember where I put my notes for last time. It's not this. Was it 5517? Is that the one? I feel like that's wrong. No, I spelled a word. It was like a 5-letter word, wasn't it? Well. Let's read this again. Not close enough. There we go. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood for half a second, Monster. You're in Pakistan? Oh, well, good to meet you. And I hope it's nice over there. When you said what country do you live in? Now, when I say this, I'm not pointing out your spelling error in any way to mock you or anything. That's not what I'm doing, okay? I misread what you said, though. You said you technically have what county do you live in instead of what country, and unfortunately in English that's a small difference, but it's a kind of like it's a 1-letter difference, but it's a big difference in what it means. County is a small district or area within a country. So I glanced initially at what you said, and I misread, thought there was a county in Pakistan, and you were asking me in what county in Pakistan I lived, and I got very confused. But I understand what you mean now. Yes, I'm in the United States. So you live in Pakistan, my country is the United States. Like, for example, so we have counties in the United States, but for example, you have them also in England. So if you remember the story of Robin Hood, if you've ever heard that one, if you've heard it and then you remember it, there was the sheriff of Nottingham. Nottingham was the name of the county that the sheriff was the law over. Like, he was the head law official in that county. Was it just angel? I think that's wrong. We praise you, angel of our seeds. I don't think angel was the keyword, was it, though? Let me see. We praise you, angel of our seeds, who rose against the master's rule, who made his loss of love nigh naught, through us, your servants and your wives. You traded flight and freedom for fit worship and fertility, for children and consorts to wed. Yet God is dead, long live his angel. Oh, that's right. This is not where we get that. This is the translation of what's in the other room, but this is not the clue to unlock that. The clue is what's on the other wall. So if I go straight across here, whoops. Oh, that one is what I want. If I go across to this room, this right here is what that text we just read is translating. This is the one I think that gives the clue. So it is an angel, but it's plural, I think. So angels. Yeah, I did write that down somewhere, though. Oh, I know what I did. I remember. I think... No, not this one. This one. This is what I need. This will give me the characters so I can do the translation properly. Yep. We bring this back over. I forgot I had this over here also last time. So if I go like this... Alright, now I can do this and this. Oh, can't quite see the bottom of that. It's fine. We'll do that. Oh, yeah, no worries. I like I said, I wasn't trying to point out the fact that you spelled it that way, only except to explain that why I was confused at first. Because I read incorrectly. If I would have read the entire sentence and not just glanced, I probably would have understood more easily and then not had a problem. Oh, I already got the lever, so I don't need to do it again, right? Yeah, I already have the lever. Okay, so this is the running part. We've been going to the right once we go down the hall, but I think we might have to. Like, if we go left, I think it might be a dead end, but I don't remember for sure. All right, well, let's go here. Yeah, okay. Okay. This. All right. Resident Evil or Silent Hill, always keep notepad. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I just had forgotten that the notes I took, some of them, not all of them, but some of the notes I took last time were a screenshot rather than. Okay. Yeah, I gotta hurry. They're gonna come out. I gotta hurry. What do you get? No? Oh, this one again. Yep. Okay. Yeah. And left. Oh, crap. Nah! Turn around. Crap. Yeah, not yet. Now, left is a dead end, yep. So I have to figure out. Crap! Urgh. I keep messing up. Now left. And I messed up again. I need something from this room. I don't know what though. Oh, okay, I jumped down that. That's what I do. I jump down that, and now she's in another area, but at least she's away from that thing. Okay. We got it. First time. I mean, with the stream. We failed several times last time, but we got it first time this stream, so that's good. Ooh. Appended. Oh, and the blue key. So we now have the blue key as well. Very nice. I hope that's not Jennifer, because Jennifer seems to be like at least a friend, if not like a lover or maybe a relative or something. Somebody close to her, something important to her. Completed all of them on your PS1, using PS1 emulator on phone, and Resident 1 to survive. Yeah. I think I've said this before. I've not played the early games much. Only so during the 2000s, pretty much very late 90s and the 2000s, when those early Resident Evil games came out, my best friend would buy them, and when I would go visit him, I would play some, but he owned them and he would keep playing them while I was gone. So I only know little snippets here and there of them in terms of like what happens in the story. And I do remember the controls, and they did frustrate me some, because that was the old D-pad control on the really early games, right? The D-pad really frustrates me as a gamer. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I was spoiled playing either like SNES, which is still D-pad, but it's like, side scroller, a lot of it like Super Mario Brothers and stuff. So there's that when it made sense, and then when it moved to other things where you had more like forward backward, it was actually 3D. I did more Xbox when it came out, or I did computer, like so mouse and keyboard. So I'm really used to kind of being spoiled in that way and not having it be D-pad, and you need to go diagonal, but you can't just go like W and A or W and S, for example, at the same time. You have to try to hit both D-pad arrows that are like little divots or whatever you call them, buttons at the same time, the up and the right button at the same time, for example. It just doesn't always work very well, right? Anyway, I think we're good on the stream. I don't know if you'd notice, I did notice that there is this here. There's this setting here that I had left at default before, and it's a little bit annoying. It's not annoying. But it's a setting I don't really like. So I'm going to remove it entirely. Use noise grain. This was up something like, not quite half, but like 40% or something. I'm just going to turn noise grain completely off. Because I noticed later when I break this into pieces and I upload those pieces for more digestible parts to YouTube, the quality is considerably diminished. So Now that there's no noise grain, that's much better. I know, yep. Joystick controller is everything for gamers. Well, unless you play mouse and keyboard, but even still, WASD or arrow keys, they're oriented in such a way. They're close enough together. So on a D-pad, okay? In all honesty, on a D-pad, the only thing that is hard for me is when I'm trying to move diagonally, because you have the buttons are like this. So unless you are able to just touch the bottom of the top button and the left side of the right button, the very edge where the buttons begin, unless you could touch that, you can't really do it very well. Do a diagonal very well. Okay, no problem, Mr. Monster. See you when you get back. I don't know if you ever had that problem yourself, Silhouette, but that for me was one of the harder things. The other stuff was fine. I didn't mind the other stuff at all. I don't even mind like this turning and stuff. I mean, it takes a little getting used to. It's not bad. I mean, I messed up a little bit when I was running before we jumped out here, but still, it's not bad. It's just mostly this whole, can't do it at the same time. And this is an example, right? If I go like this, I can do this, at the same time. Even backing up, I can do it. But anyway, just a thing. Whatever. Let's read this note, and then looks like another note, and a pendant, and the blue key all down there. And unfortunately, a big path of red. So that's not great. But yeah. Okay, let's read this first. There's a handwritten letter here. Is it addressed to me? My dearest Abigail, the time we have spent apart is a gap of unforgivable size. It is a hole filled with longing and desire. I'm shaking a thing up in case you're wondering, so that's why it's weird, like I'm doing this. I stare at it now, knowing that its vastness is shrinking for every word you read, but it remains great, and thus my being still aches for you. Isn't this the letter that we already read? Is this, we jumped down that hole and we reappeared back at the closet we initially entered in? So when we came from our apartment and entered into this weird world, isn't this the same location? Except, of course, there's more stuff here now because there's like a blue key that wasn't before. But I swear this letter was the same letter. I'm pretty sure we've read this before. Do you remember this one, Silhouette? I don't know if you remember, but I'm pretty sure we've read this one. Okay. So I stared at it now, knowing that its vastness is shrinking for every word you read, but it remains great, and thus my being still aches for you. Sometimes I think to jump and let myself be taken by the shadows below. Perhaps it will bring me to you, though I worry it will only separate us further. But I know that in due time, we will be reunited. I want you to have something. Take my light. Yeah, I remember for a fact, because that's how we got the flashlight in the first place. Take my light. That's how we got the flashlight. Okay, anyway, I want you to have something. Take my light. Or our torch, however you say that over. I know the British say torch, and I think Australians might also, but I don't know if Europeans generally outside of England say it. I think most Europeans say flashlight, don't they? I mean, or know the English word flashlight at least. You don't play that many on your own time. Games of Stories and Tactics. Yeah, well, I'm also, I mean, this is a horror game, but I really am fascinated because it's more Silent Hill style, so there's a lot of storyline behind it, although this doesn't really have tactics like you're talking about. So there's that too, of course. So, yeah. So yeah, I want you to have something. Take my light. It will guide you through the blackest times and lead you back to me. Though you should wish to hide in the shadows, and there is no shame in that, for darkness can protect you from those that would wish you harm, just remember my light will always be waiting for your return. Hey, Faux Fox, welcome. Jennifer. Yeah, so we're in either the exact same storage closet. So I don't know if were you able to watch at least the very first video of the stream I did in Halloween, Faux Fox, of this game? Like part 1 of Simulacrum? Were you ever able to watch part 1? If not, I'll fill you in briefly. Or if you watched it on the stream. So either did you watch it on Halloween when I streamed it live, or did you watch my 30-minute segment of that I uploaded yesterday? Either of those. Well, I don't want to take too much time with this, obviously. Especially, I'm definitely not going to rehash everything we've done this whole game so far, because we've done like a few, like 3 hours or something worth of play, 4 hours worth of play. I'm not gonna summarize all of that, of course, but without getting into too many details, we're this girl Abigail. I don't really know if we can we make it so you can see me kind of decently. Let me see. What if and then like this? Okay, there you go. You can kind of see her, although she's not looking toward the camera. So that's weird. I don't. Why do you hate me and don't want to look at me, Abigail? You're kind of a jerk. Anyway, but I think she's just looking at the closest object or whatever where she might go. Anyway, but this is her. So this is us. We're playing her, Abigail. So she was, I don't know, an art student, a college student, something like that, living in an apartment alone. Seems like she had some friends or people close to her that had disappeared. One of these was named Jennifer. Anyway, so she's at home and she's kind of having a hard time with life. And then weird things start happening. She eventually steps through a portal in her closet, or the door to her bathroom actually led her to a portal, something. I don't remember. Anyway, so there was something in her apartment that shouldn't have been there. She stepped through that and ended up here in this world, in this portal, or through the portal took her to this world. Well, when we first arrived in this world, we woke up on the floor here and we read this very same letter by somebody named Jennifer. A friend, a lover, a parent, I'm not sure what the relation is. Somebody close to her. And she talks about how she still aches for her and it's been a long time, and there's like this, this distance between them that has been hard for her to handle. And she says she holds out hope that they'll be reunited, though, and she says I want you to have something. Take my light. It'll guide you through the blackest times, lead you back to me, and sometimes you can use the light to hide, and there's no shame in that. It'll protect you from danger, but just remember that my light will always be waiting for your return. Okay, and then Jennifer. So that letter is exactly the same letter we read when we first arrived in this world. Like, we were in a closet that looked like this, and we saw the letter on the wall. We read the letter. Just now reading it, we've reread it. Okay? Now, the reason that this is kind of odd to me, I'm not going to get into too many details. I'll let you catch up on the videos over time, over like the next week or whatever. 4 of them, the fourth one is just not public yet. I didn't have a chance before starting to stream tonight. The 4th one will be public as soon as the stream is over tonight, or very shortly after. And then the next couple from, anyway, I'll keep uploading. But anyway, the point is this. Without getting into too many details, you'll see when the other parts that I've already played are publicly available. You'll see what I'm talking about. Last week, we encountered something that was... How do I explain this? Let me do this. Let me go map. Okay, we're here. Okay? We are right here. This is where we started. Without getting into too many details, this was a pool. We drained the pool. We took this staircase down. I mean, it descended and descended and descended and descended. And then we finally opened a door, got into a room, and we eventually, from there, ended up finding our way to a hole, and we dropped through the hole. And dropping through the hole, we came out here. What? To reiterate, we went down into a pool, and then down and down and down and down to where we found the hole. We jumped in the hole, and we're here, above all this down that we did. Very, very kind of Silent Hill-ish, right? Where things just don't seem to make sense. You're like, wait, how? How that 1,000,000% defies the laws of physics. So, before looking at the map just now, I knew we were in the same room because this letter right here is exactly the same one we already read. It's cool that we're here, that we escaped, that we got through the hole, we escaped from the area. Because once we'd gone in the pool, or down the pool, we weren't able to go back up out of the pool. So we had to get out somehow. So this is the way we get out, I guess. So it's cool that we're back out here so we can do more things than we previously could. Like we aren't trapped in that new area anymore. However, very weird. So anyway. All right, let me... 3 things here. Got an azure key. We already have a crimson key. Okay. Alas, I am so powerless against the key being in your possession. It is not my will, but the will of our fathers. And this is Jenny again, signed here. So this is another letter from Jenny. She didn't want this key to go to Abigail, I guess, but it is anyway. It's not my will, but the will of our fathers. As much as you've proven your endurance today, you have also seen that, to my dismay, I cannot always protect you. So take this medallion as a gift to me, a gift from me. Be strong, Jenny. Aw. See, this is what I'm saying. Jenny is like a really good friend or member of her family or whatever she is, right? She's really a really cool person. Yeah. So that we're not going to pick that letter up. That's just going to stay there. That's fine, because if I remember right, that shows up under here under memos. Yeah, Jennifer's letter bloody. Yeah, so this is the storage room. This is the first letter we got from Jenny, the one we just read. Then there's another one here we got in a classroom. And that classroom, I'll show you where that was. And then there we got this one. So here is the classroom. So we basically ended up going into this room and I'm trying to remember how we got it available. Anyway, there's a ladder. We took the ladder up, and then there was this kind of just narrow passage, really. There were no doors or anything. The walls were kind of like living a little bit. They kind of pushed out and receded and pushed out and receded and almost had what almost looked like sort of faces-ish. Not exactly, though, but kind of reminiscent of faces. And those parts of the walls were moving. Kind of creepy. But anyway, so we went through here and came out. And this was a classroom. We found Jenny's classroom letter in this room. And now we found the first letter in the storeroom, and now we found her bloody letter in the storeroom as well. It's like Jenny's a step ahead of us. So this is the room with keys. This is where we insert the keys once we have them all. We need to go there anyway because I want to save now that we're past where we were. So let me, if we don't have a threat as soon as we leave this place, that is. Yeah, see, this is, I mean, it's like this whole thing is just drenched in blood. I do not want to know what was in there before. All right, so just to the left. Yeah, we'll just go down and then over here. This room is strange also, as you'll see in videos I've already streamed. We're not going to go there right now. So I'm going to go out here, down, and then here. There's the room with 4 keyholes. We've got 2 of the 4 keys. And then there is this portrait here where we can save. Is this the one? Wait. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. I didn't remember that other door from this room. I did not. This is a door once you're inside the room, but I did not remember this coming out to the hall, and it didn't change anything. Like it's not any different than what I was expecting, so that's good. All right, so we'll save here. A portrait. I think it's a portrait of Jenny. I don't think that's us. It doesn't look enough like us. I think this is a portrait maybe of Jenny. So we'll save here. Okay. So as you can see here, This was the valve room. And then the pool stairs in the room of locks. So I'll show you this. This is where we turned valves here that drained the pool here. The valves here, or the valve room here, had also another portrait. So that's where this save spot was. The second save spot, where it says the pool hallway or whatever, was when we went down at the very end of the hallway there. That's where another save spot was. Then there's this one. There's also this save here. So we have a total of 4 save spots, although I don't know if we're ever going to go back down there. I kind of hope not, because it feels like it's just going to be trouble if we do. So there's danger down at the bottom of where you go down at the end. There's a danger down there, a major danger, an enemy that we had to run from. So, not your home. I know this is not my home. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I came from home to this room. Why would I think all of this stuff is my home? I don't know why this note is here, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, there's a crematorium down here, which is near this safe spot here. So basically, you go here, and then down, I don't even know, 5 stories, 6 stories, something like that, flights of stairs, and then you end up coming out here. That's why this is dotted lines, because this is underneath this room that's on the same. So this room right here, all of this is the same level as where we are. This is down below. And so the crematorium is this thing down underneath here. Any of these doors that have red scribbles mean that the lock is broken or there's an obstruction, something like that, so that we cannot go past. So just so you know, that's what those mean. Okay, so we've saved it here. Yeah, so if we look out, and because we've already talked about this before when I streamed before, so if I repeat myself, I apologize for anybody, but because there are people on stream and I don't know if they've seen or not. So these have colors. Blue, the one I think directly across from this is red, and so these will take these keys that we have, the blue, the azure, and the crimson keys, but we're not going to use them yet because I don't think this is going to do anything until we get all 4 keys. There's not really a point in spending time with that. This might be useful. So we had to, when we had gone down, way below, there was a lever we needed to pull, but something was jamming the lever. That was a clock needle. There are clocks we found on the level up here that, do not work currently. They are missing, well, 1 or more needles. So things changed. Does that mean this is either of these are working, or are they still broken? No, still broken. Still broken, yeah. This we already have read. I believe this is, which one? Sacred things we draw in sinners with sinners' oil. Serve as the pathway into the holy mind of God, for his sleeping consciousness is the father of many sibling worlds which we can divine, alter, and enter through paint. Each color pigment shade represents and controls the frequency of his divine light. Most excellent primer for manifesting is black. This color is the void before and beyond life. It is death, the canvas of creation, a holy color, and we must seek permission from God to use it to create. When they say from God, they have this apparently fallen angel creature, which may have been something we met already in the game. But anyway, there's this fallen angel creature that they refer to as their god. So this is a cult, and their god is this angel something or other. A fallen angel, I guess, based on stuff we've read. Okay, so then yeah, so we've already read all these, and these talk about... Oh yeah, there you see right there. My feelings, sex, and colors make me weak? Maybe I am. No, you're not. Anyway, let me go back to this one more time, just because I forgot there's the thing. I'll show you right here. Third line from the bottom on the left side, okay, says, the only value is your worth to God, strike through our angel. So again, that's kind of the identifier that, you know, If nothing else, that little bit right there shows that they worship like some kind of a fallen angel as if it were a deity. Yeah, these are the stairs that go down. Oh, there's a clock there. I don't know if all the clocks are going to be missing handles. Only some of them. I'm not sure how this works. Let's check this clock here. Let's see. Yeah, it has a hand on it. Another clock. This one has Zodiac instead of numbers. Used to be into that stuff, but me, Scorpio, no wonder I've lost faith in it. Can't get the window open. It's shut tight. And I don't have something to pry that open. Oh, but this one uses Zodiacs. I don't remember if are the other clocks different? So I feel like at least one of the clocks was normal except that it was missing a hand, right? Or is that not true? Yeah. It's a clock. There are Roman numerals on the face. Tasteful. Can't get the window open. It's shut tight. Yeah. There is a clock somewhere, though. Oh, this might be, because this is a door and we need to use the clock needle. It's now unlocked. Ah, we opened the door. Okay. And, oh, the other clocks opened. I don't know if I like this, though. This might be very bad. All of the other clocks opened. Oh. Oh. Okay. Not been in here before. Not sure I'm a big fan of all the clocks opening suddenly in response. But okay. I like the music suddenly kicking in. That's cool. It's very Silent Hill, right? There were certain places where you did something, you then entered a new area, and then the music kind of ramped up in Silent Hill fashion. That was cool. All right. Dancing around the circle of time, the beast awaits deathly chime. With key in hand and blood in sight, it opens mouth to swallow light. So the beast is something with darkness, I guess. They didn't talk about what we just had reread, right? Which is that the holy color is black, and Jennifer's notes talk about how her light will be what brings her back, that brings Abigail back to her. Not that Abigail should not stay in the dark more than she needs to hide or save her life or something. So, interestingly, so it definitely feels like Jennifer is probably somebody we can still trust, because she's telling Abigail to avoid the darkness, and the darkness seems to be the thing that these cult members really get off on. Like, they love darkness, apparently. Probably in blood also, because they talked about blood being an important color too. And we see blood, of course, all over. Okay, anyway, so the beast awaits a deathly chime clock. So probably we'll have some beast we'll have to run from or hide from or whatever at some point once we do enough stuff with the clocks. Okay, he has a key in his hand, it sounds like. So, crap, that might mean one of the two remaining keys are something we have to get from the beast. That's what that sounds like to me. I'm not looking forward to that, okay? First is the proud king, monarch of beasts. Second is the doppelganger within the womb. Third is the bowman with deadly intent. Fourth is the killer that hides within man. Fifth is the horn of an innocent demon. Sixth is the maiden, eternal and forever. Interesting that only second and fourth are in red text. The others are all in blue, or both in blue. In fact, looks like we're getting more of that, judging by the page that's in the background. Seventh is the chaser of all things red. Eighth is the pawn under darkened tide. Ninth is the judgment, the weight of a soul. 10th is the incubus, born of a witch. 11th is the flowing of earth's lament. 12th is the coming of the desert lord. The day the beast has fed, and all 4 stars are dead. The key is yours to keep. All 4 stars are dead. Do we know stars yet? I feel like we don't. A beast devouring 4 stars? This, we cannot go across. Okay. I wasn't sure if there's a little ledge to walk on there, but it looks like no. The answer is there is not. Okay, and there's the end there. Okay, so I cannot cross over to this right now, and there's a big chasm here as well. That's one nice thing in this game is unless the intent is that you can jump down something, like we just did earlier tonight, where we jumped in a hole, okay? But except when that's something you have to do, the game will not let you fall off a ledge. So that's nice. You don't have to worry about whoops-a-daisy and now I'm screwed or whatever. Doesn't look like I can control it from here. Oh, I see. This is a large clock that we control through the other clock. Yeah. Remember the clock at the top of those stairs that go down and down and down and down? Remember that clock had signs of the Zodiac? So we have these. So those are going to be controlled by that clock, presumably. This one will be controlled by the one near where we met that old man that has Roman numerals. And then I don't know, this last one looks like it's moon. Yeah, and sun. Sun there and moon on the other side. Interesting. Okay. Trying to think. Okay, well, I think. Well, first of all, I don't know what time we need. I might have to review some notes and see. I don't know what time we need to set the clocks to. And then I would have to interpret that time, translating it over to the equivalent Zodiac for that clock. And then we have a third clock I don't know about either. So we still got quite a bit of stuff to do. Be refreshing to see a cult that worships a deity that doesn't try to have you as a pretzel, or at least communicate with a way one can understand. Yeah, it would be cool, huh? Yeah. Okay. Do I have anything that's gonna tell me? Oh, I guess I go. Storage room. There's nothing about time on that. There's the book on astrology. What is this again? I mean, it shows the symbols. Is that all it shows? Yeah. There is, I will note, that if you consider this a clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, then you can find the signs of the Zodiac based on, you know, as if they were a clock or something, right? So, okay. Oh, what's that on the right? What does this say? Time, of course, plays a primary role for this matter. One should rely on the highlighted, gosh dang it, highlighted information only when confronted with references to such signs. Anything else is a waste of time. Yeah. All right. Book on ritual killings. I don't think this one had anything about time. One of the corpses. This is like how the killings happened. They don't really talk about their failed kings or failed candidates for kingship. But these again aren't referencing a specific time of day or anything. Seasons keys. I believe those, well, first of all, those are the keys that we've been acquiring, the Crimson Key and now the Azure Key. And they also are talking about seasons, not time of day. So I don't think this is something either we're going to use. Check it just to make sure, but I don't think so. Autumn is claimed by time, but... So it's possible, because this is chapter 1 of Simulacrum. Like the game is called Simulacrum Chapter 1, right? So it's possible each of these will have a different theme for the seasons. Maybe there will be 4 chapters. I have no idea. So it's possible that time is the focus for this chapter, and that... So autumn is kind of the main season here. But otherwise, there's not really a reference to time with that. So, cult pamphlet. I don't think there's anything here with time. Let me double check. Don't count this. Religions of ancient times, obviously. Don't count that. Why, if it's prosperity, religions, rituals. Yeah. She's talking about religion in the power, cults in the past, and rituals they performed. Interview with Ashiato. I was not paying attention to time previously when I read these. Let's make sure there's no reference to them. Discovery correlates apparitions. So everything, material and immaterial, has the possibility of impressing on existence, and just like a footstep can make it, can leave behind a mark. So different areas own varying tangibility factors, and so sometimes in those places we can leave an imprint behind. And so the footprint of our souls, there's a shadowy echo left behind, right? Wouldn't advise following them in such cases. They might even possess some corporeal ability, yeah. So this, again, it's interesting, and it does relate to stuff we've experienced in the game, and what we may run into, but it doesn't have to do with time. Bridge to Arahuan. We already used that. That was the riddle for those seeds that we planted in the first place. Which I believe, if you don't remember that, I believe that's in the second shorter video that I uploaded from when I streamed on Halloween. Riding by the chasm. By the chasm? Do not trust the light is a lie. Oh yeah, I remember. This is, yeah. So that is referring to this room next to us. You enter, there's a little place you can walk here, and then it looks like there's this giant chasm, and they're like, I don't even know, hanging slabs of meat, hanging body bags, something hanging on each side. So only the middle has a space in between them, but there's this big chasm. If I have my flashlight on, I cannot cross the chasm. If I turn my flashlight off, I can cross the chasm. Get over here. There was a seed we picked up, which we ended up needing to progress. Like I just mentioned, there were seeds involved when we were continuing forward. And there was a crimson key. So there's basically, this is like an elevator. There were elevator doors that opened partly, like maybe this wide, and there was a crimson key in here. So we got the crimson key from there. We got the Azure key when we landed in here after the last ordeal. So anyway, so that's what that's what I'm referring to. The seed there is that, and then that note by the chasm was for that. So that did not mention time at all. Okay. Don't break his chains, whoever that is. But that doesn't have anything about time. This is what we used to decipher how to move the valves that drained the pool. This one was interesting. A note about my father. Don't expect y'all to make it this far, but if you should actually get to read this, congratulations, child. I shouldn't be surprised, though, as your mind and spirit are of our Lord's divine blood. You are a branch of a sanguine fractal, after all. I don't know. I have no idea what a sanguine fractal means. Like, I don't. Yeah. I mean, bloody. Yeah. Anyway, of all the holy kin, you will be his ark of our covenant. A lot of these biblical references, and then mutated into slightly different turns of phrase, or used in a way that obviously is not meant the way it was meant in the Bible. Just like in your orphan dreams, you'll be soon with him, with your father. I'm assuming you'll be soon with him. Him probably refers to that old man, which is the one here where Jennifer said, don't trust him, don't break his chains. Now we found this metal tablet down below, which the interpretation of which was here. So we praise you, angel of our seeds, rose against the master's rule, we made the laws of love nigh not. Through us, your servants and your wives, you traded flight and freedom for fit worship and fertility, for children and consort to wed, yet God is dead, long live his angel, and we don't have any references to time in that. Okay. That's the letter we read from Jennifer, saying she wished she didn't have to give the key, but she did. Ceremonial artistry. Again, what we read on the floor over there. And then Circle of Time. Yeah, so we don't have enough stuff telling, as far as I can tell, we do not have enough stuff to tell us what to do for time stuff. Yeah, so here's what I was talking about, where we cannot go across unless we turn our flashlight off, and now we can go across. I don't expect there's anything new over here, but just in case there's anything more here. Probably not, though, right? Yeah, nothing else inside here. That's what I thought. Okay. Turn the flashlight on again. Trying to think. Oh, there is also one more clock. Yeah. There are several clocks, right? There's this one, which is on the side of the pool. There's this one over by this barrier. There's this one on top here. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what we do with that. So, interesting. Is this still sealed off also? Since the others were, I would guess it is, but maybe not. We'll see. Yeah. That's still sealed off. So unless something else leads us into that room at some point, this room, this larger room here, and then this room are both off limits to us. As are these, by the way. There's a barrier here we could not get through, and if we end up going around, so we're on the other side of this barrier, we come over here, there's another barrier. So this hall, these 4 rooms, and these 2 rooms so far are all, oh, and this room here are all off limits to us because we came on the other side of this barrier, but then there's a barrier here as well. Yeah, it's just like a lot of stuff going on. I don't anticipate there is, but let's go here again, see if this barrier has broken somehow. I don't think it has. It's probably still there. Then we'll come over and then we'll take a look at this clock and just kind of see what is going on with that clock, if anything has changed. We haven't looked at these other 2 clocks yet either, though. Maybe I should while I'm here. Yeah, let's look at those other clocks first while I'm here. Since they're open now. What is this clock now? Right, so I can rotate it, but I don't know how I want to rotate it. So this is moving it clockwise, this is moving it counterclockwise. That's good, actually. That's kind of cool that they have. That's how you do it. Let's just leave for now, because I don't know where I want to turn it. So I assume it's the same with the Zodiac one, but let's take a look anyway. Yeah, this is the manual on Zodiac signs here. But again, I don't know what Zodiac sign I would want. So this one shows 11, basically the equivalent of 11 o'clock, whereas the previous one showed the equivalent of 12 o'clock. I don't know what that means. Like, why is that significant? I really don't know why that would be important. Oh, I also did not check down here since. Did anything change down here in the crematorium? Probably not, but you never know. Yeah, see, this is the actual crematorium. There's like a body here. Really don't know, want to know what's under there. Yeah, I have a feeling that maybe at some point that will come alive and we'll find out what's down there. Despite the fact that we really don't want to know. I don't think there was anything here that we missed. I think there's really nothing here to find except for that body. It looks kind of freaky. Okay. Then over here is where you can go. There's a very short hall here and a save point at the end. Or, yeah. I guess not all the way at the end, but toward the end. And there are these. Oh, I don't remember. Discarded art looks like they were saved from a fire. I don't remember that being open. Was that open before? Let's save here just in case. I don't remember that being opened, actually. Interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was. Because we got one of our seeds right here off this paper. And this is the thing on ritual sacrifice. Is that which one this is? Yeah, there you go. Book on ritual killing, yeah. Yep, okay. We already read that. Don't need to read it again. It's too dark to see anything. So either we need to clean it somehow, or more probably we need power to enable that, I think. Can't use the oil to try to cling to it and then wipe it off or something. Yeah. So I think we're done with that for now. Okay, so I do have to remember I'd forgotten that if I saw it before. Personally, that's not the treatment I would favor for my own remains. I have to remember that that is a thing that can be interacted with at some point. I don't know what it does when you interact with it, and I also don't know how to get it to let you do anything. But at some point, apparently, that will become a thing. Alright. Back up we go. Oh, gosh dang it. Why am I like suddenly fail at controls? I was fine. And suddenly I'm fail at controls. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I really think we'll just go there. Okay, yep. We'll take that back through again, across. This one. Oops. Over here. Yeah, the ladder came down. So this is that hall I was telling you about before, Fofox, we traveled through. Kind of creepy. At least before it wasn't dangerous. It's just kind of, you get these, see it's like kind of moving there, but it's not actually, she doesn't get hurt. At least she didn't when I went through here before. There's a big stream of blood or trail of blood left along it, which made me worried, like that it was going to be dangerous or something, but no. This is still just nothing. Yeah, dustbin, but she doesn't want to take anything from there. Oh, whoops, what? There's a children's letter under the desk. Oh, did I get that before? I don't think I got that before. I've always wanted to be a mom. That is so cool. It must feel very nice to get impregnated. How do you say that? Impregnated. I am so happy. Okay, so it's a little girl saying it. Of course, makes sense. I've always wanted to be a mom. That is so cool. It must feel really nice, very nice to get impregnated. I am so happy I'll be a bride to our Lord and angel. I'll be a mother to a new kind of people. Oh, that poor child doesn't realize what being a bride to the angel means. I mean, I don't know fully what it means, but it can't be anything good. An angel of darkness? Yeah, that cannot be good. Essays on some strange religion written by a child, I think. Yeah, and then there's this. So she just says, well, huh? Well, she reads it, but it says, let's see. Threw you out of here? Throw, but misspelled maybe. Throw you out of here, throw you out of here, throw you out of here, throw you out of here. And there is flesh to flesh in the middle. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Yeah, there's a reason she says, huh? Because it's not exactly a lucid letter. Oh. What? Okay. I don't like that. That's messed up, Silo. That's not right. Let's save it over here. Yeah, let's just do it on top of this. Because I don't think we gained anything going down below there, so we'll just do that. Now this is just a save point. Because we had to use these, or like do something with these, based on these valves. But that drained that pool. We've already drained the pool, so... I am going to just go on a limb and say that we are not going to be able to go where that barrier was because there's a giant monster in the way now. Okay, and then there's this one. Yeah, this says, what does it say? Something about bleeding? What is it again? It says... The Moon Bleeds, 1982, yeah. This one is just the moon and the sun. Looks like there are only two options I have. Okay, but what was that thing? I'm assuming we still cannot get through here, right? This is still broken? Yeah. Yep, that's the spot. Nothing more down here. Yep, nothing more. Okay. We did have that one ladder extend. What was the room where it extended now? It was here, right? Yeah, an extension to let us go in this door. This door may still not open from this side, but it may be because this is a special thing. So we go back, or if we don't die coming near the monster again, if we go back through here and then come back here, I believe we could take this bridge across to the door now. And then go wherever that door actually leads us, which is not obviously where we would come out this side. I mean, presumably. All right. Yeah, this is where we'd gone down before. I don't think we want to go down there anyway, though, right? Seems like that's a mistake. I mean, it's a broken ladder and stuff. Let's not do that. Okay, he's behind a barrier now where he had not been. Oh, no, he was. Because I came out, I was not facing him. Yeah, so he's behind the barrier right now. So I'm glad that barrier's there. I'd like to not have that thing eat my face off. That would be nice. Don't talk while your mouth is full, Mr. Dark Angel. Seriously. Now watch a giant friggin' baby chases me. Whoa, what the... Wait. This is new. This was not here before. Looks like something happened. Looks like something has ripped its way out of the wall. There's so much blood. That wasn't there before. That's probably where that creature came out of, I would guess. Then. In the course of whatever we did, we allowed that creature to rip its way out. If like a giant baby that can swallow us whole comes out while we're heading down that's a bit of a problem. So we've not only got something we have to run from, but we've also mixed our games, and that's not okay. Alright. Wasn't too long ago we saved, so if we die, we can always just resave. Okay. Or reload. Resave. Reload, you know what I mean. Same thing. Whatever. It's now unlocked. Oh. Okay, so we've just opened this up, so it's a convenient throughway now. So now instead of just being locked, we can go both ways. I mean, that's useful. So there's that. That's something. What else? So we still have the barrier, so we cannot go past there. So this is off limits. We already, well, I mean, we could go again, but we've already basically confirmed this is nothing more than what we already saw. We came back through here. This has a moon on the bottom, and it's pointing to the bottom, so 6. And then at noon, or top, there's a sun. Still cannot get through here. This still has a ladder going down, but I'm assuming you don't want to go down there anymore. Probably, she may not even be able to. You may try, and she may just say, no, I'm not going there. Whichever. Doesn't matter. Either way. And then you come down here, confirm that the valves room is still there, like before. We've not returned to the sink. I don't expect there to be, but maybe there's something we can do at the sink. Let's see. Let's go back through here. And left. And this room had the sink. This room right here. I don't remember what she said about this one. Cage is being lowered into fire. Impressionism? Creepy. Probably not. Can I use this? No, okay. I didn't think so, but just in case. On the back, it reads, Saint Dimphna, pray for us. It's meant to ward off demonic influences. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything new here either, though. So this was another one of the seeds that we got. Don't think. come closer just in case, but I don't think there's anything more over here. It's not looking like it. Poor Abigail. Not only did she like rip her stockings and stuff, she's like soaked in blood. It's really pretty gross, actually. She's probably feeling not the freshest right now. Yeah, before the sink was nothing. I'm assuming it still is, right? What is this contraption? A sink? I wonder where the drain leads. But that's it. It's just. Well, do we have something to put down the sink? Maybe. I wouldn't think so, though. But we could try. Okay, that's not. Matches. I don't want to waste them. Let's not worry about those. I want the keys. Don't use this, right? Oh, we do. We use the oil down the sink. Oh. What does that do? Whoa. Okay. What did we just do? I poured that oil in here. It's thickly coating the channel. Can I look at the channel, though? Oh, I know what. Duh. Now I use the matches probably, right? Yeah. Light the oil on fire. Although I don't know what that does. We did something. We did something. Useful or not, I'm not sure. But we did do something. Hot as hell in here, yeah. Let's leave, I guess. Still no, right? Going through here? No, okay. So it still says sink, so nothing special, but we know that it's on fire now. I don't know what that does, but it's something. Something happened. Oh, what do you want to bet that pours down for the crematorium? Oh, we go down there and we're probably going to find something. Let's go back. In case we get killed on the way, or like once we're down in the crematorium before we have a chance to, let's save again here. But I'll just overwrite this once we're down at the bottom of the crematorium, if I feel like I need to. Save again. Yeah, I don't need to keep the valve room. That's fine. Alright, so across, just here. Oops. Yeah, now I bet we're gonna see the fire down below when we get down here. Actually, you already can see it. See right here? Kind of lit up. I don't believe that was lit up before. Oh, maybe it was, actually. No, those are fan. That's metal from the fans. Okay, never mind. That did not happen before. Oh, one of those fell off. I don't think I like that it fell off. I don't see anything new from that, though. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that fan blade fell from stuff we did. probably started blowing to try to cool things off. And let's just go in here. Now we can look inside. Alright, let's see what we see now. That. Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me redo this. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay, so we got that. Wait. Is there a dude staring? Yeah, there are a couple of these guys are staring, it looks like, at least. That's not creepy at all. Ah. I'm sorry? Filthy replica of my favorite recompense. It's so grunged up I can't even make out the father figure. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. It's not okay. Oops. There we go. All right. So we have those symbols. I'm trying to think what those symbols would be useful for, though. Where's... We had... Oh, you know what? I bet I know what those are for. I bet I know what those are for. I'm not 100%, but I think so. Okay, so we go back to this room. Oops. If I can move my character. On Abby, here we go. Okay. Okay. If you look at these doors, they have symbols on them. These are symbols we found down there, the furnace room. I believe. Yep, every single one of them. So this is probably the order. Those symbols over and over again is probably the order we need to travel through to go properly through these. Okay, so I want to go through this one and just run through it. Okay. Then I want to go through it again. Then I want to go through this one. And we go back through that same first one twice again. So once. Twice. And then finally we'll go through this one. And we have a crucifix of some kind. Okay. The emerald key, or whatever color they're going to say it is. There's a key attached to this cross. Yes. Verdant key. Dying on it or lying below. Either way, the cross reigns over your death. Am I to find solace in this sight? Would I rather go through fire? Else? Yep, nothing else looks far as I can tell. Just in case, I doubt there's anything, but let's look at the back side of this. Just in the off chance, nothing. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we have the verdant key, I guess. Does this mean we're gonna have something attack us when we leave? Find out. So far, no. Is this still inaccessible? Yeah, it's still inaccessible. All right. People from cleaning firm that gets hired to handle the mess in this place must forget their life choices after seeing what they signed up for. They're like, yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to clean this so much as call the police. Maybe the FBI. Maybe like bring all the armies of the world to destroy this place. Maybe I'm just saying that could be a thing. All right. We'll replace this. So I have 3 keys now. One more still, though. The last key probably has to do with those clocks, like I said, right? Okay. What was this one again? Which note was this? Oh, yeah. So basically talking about the fertility rituals that they would carry out. Some sort of missionary leaflet. Well, temple prostitution is not my cup of tea, thanks. Yeah, so we need one more key. Let's see, what else? We need a key to get from the beast, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to turn the clocks, but I don't know. Do we? I could try a couple things. Do we turn them all to midnight? Do we turn them to different times? I don't know. I'm trying to think what. Remember having any clue that tells us what way we want to turn those, right? But maybe we do, and I'm forgetting one. Let's reread. Or actually, we just have it here, don't we? Memos. Let's see. What is? What does this one say again? Okay, hang on. So. Dancing round the circle of time. The beast awaits a deathly chime. So we want a time or a chime, or like a time where it will chime that's deadly. Oh, things chime typically. Well, they typically chime on the hour, right? But the real chime, the big chime, is typically noon, right? So or midnight. So that's probably what we want. Put this mouth to swallow. Light. First is the proud king monarch of beast. Second is the doppelganger within the womb. Third is the behemoth, deadly intent. Fourth is the killer hides within man. Fifth is the horn of an innocent demon. Sixth is the maiden, eternal and forever. Seventh is the chaser of all things red. Eighth is the pawn under darkened tide. Ninth is the judgment, the weight of a soul. 10th is the incubus born of a witch. 11th is the flowering of earth's lament. 12th is the coming of the desert lord. The day the beast is fed and all 4 stars are dead. The key is yours to keep. All 4 stars are dead is the question, though. feel like, though, we do those clocks to midnight, I guess. And then once we have all of them at that, maybe we'll have the final beast. Of course, the thing over here tells us what about the beast. It says... That's the chime on the left, or that we just read. I'll just bring it up again then, I guess. It's the last part that I'm interested in, so let's skip. The day the beast is fed and all 4 stars are dead. So the beast has to feed somehow. Beast devouring 4 stars, yeah. Also, what are the 4 stars is the question, right? Doesn't look like I control it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you control it by moving the other clocks. So, we've got over here, down technically from where my mouse is, but I'm doing this so you can see on the stream it's not covered by the logo. You have down here, you have 3 o'clock. Yeah, so midnight is here. Yeah, this is, I believe this is the current way this is set. And when we change things, we rotate them. So if we switch the sun-moon one, this will rotate around, and then we'll have the moon on noon, maybe? But that's the other thing, is this midnight could mean the moon also, right? Instead of switching the sun to be on noon. But given that this already is on 6, we would want to rotate it anyway. Yeah, so the moon is on 12. We want the moon on 12, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let's, now that we have our shorty shortcut, although this might mean we get chased, which would be fantastic. We'll find out. But... now if I change this to the other direction, that, what does that do now? This says the moon bleeds 1982. Moon bleeds. It's got to be a clue to something as well, right? We know moon ties into the time thing. I'm not sure about the moon bleeding, what exactly the correlation there is. Did that change what we see in here? Yeah. See, now we have... can't really see it very well this way. Well, yeah, you can kind of, I guess. But yeah, see, now the sun is over noon. So... that was kind of an easy one because there were only 2 settings, sun and moon. Now the question is the Zodiac. I don't know what we want the Zodiac on. What's our note about that again? Book on astrology. Could be the season's keys also, actually. But let's go to astrology first. What's supposed to be at noon? If I assume, I don't know that it's okay to assume this, like if this will work, but these two, if we assume this is noon, effectively, then these 2 symbols are what we want. Which would be what? Don't think this is on this page. This set. This is over here. And this is the closest thing to that, I think. So it's probably the next set? Is that this one? And then this? Yeah. Yeah. Because there's Scorpio, Sagittarius. I think this is Capricorn. Yeah, and then Aquarius because these are the big lines. So that's right. So I want Capricorn, Sagittarius on the top. Okay. I'll be back in a minute. I use the restroom. Hang on. Sorry about that. Took much longer than I expected. Okay. Yeah, so I think the next thing is to switch those. Crap. What was the... What was it? It was what in Sagittarius? It was Capricorn, the N with a curl, and then Sagittarius, the arrow, because it's archery. Yeah, okay. So I want this way. Oh, whoops. No, I went early. Wait, did I go early? Where am I? Yeah. Okay, I went early. For a second, I was like, wait, this is not what I expected. It's because I did the first door, not the second. This is the one I want. Yep. Okay. Noon is between those two. So I want to rotate it here. Somewhere between here. I don't know which one I want though. It's in between them is what it really looks like. Based on... Well, let's do this one starting out and see if this is changes much. Changes enough. It changed it, but did it change it enough is the question. No, it's... I feel like it's too far now. But I mean, technically it's just going to go to Sagittarius, though, and that's going to be also not far enough, I think. Right? How... I don't know what these symbols here mean. So, plays primary role for the rely on the highlighted information only when confronted with references. Rely on the highlighted information? What is... This is highlighted, technically. What do they mean by highlighted information? But you see what I mean? This is in between. So is this. Like, in fact, frankly, anything where this is touching seems to be... I mean, these are in the middle, but... I feel that's just wrong. Do I want the reverse? I would think the one that has the extra line would be the one indicating noon, but I don't know. This looks like a little menorah, and then I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Scales, maiden, lion, crab, twins, bull, ram, fish, water, bear, goat, archer, scorpion. Yeah. Oh, I could go 12. The 12th Zodiac sign is the one that's supposed to be at 12. Maybe that's the one. So we do Scorpio instead. Could be. So maybe we do Scorpio, which is like the M. Let's try it again. So do this back. No, sorry. That one. That's right. Because that other one, what's the other one? The other one's not... Yeah, this is different. This is the one we want, right? It's the... Yeah. Okay. Try this one instead, maybe? Yeah. So now we have Scorpio there. I don't know if that did anything, like that changed anything important for us. Yeah, Scorpio's the last one. That would be 12. Probably. The only other thing I'm coming back to is Libra are the scales. Scales aren't time, but they do measure. And time measures, like a clock measures time. Maybe. We are looking for the final beast, right? That's what makes me think it's going to be Scorpio. Oh, right, but we have... I'm so silly. We have this. Circle of Time. 12. Coming of the Desert Lord. Yeah. Desert Lord would be Scorpio. Right? 11th is the flowing. Of Earth's Lament. That's not Sagittarius, though. I wouldn't think. Maybe. What was before Sagittarius? Day of the Beast is fed, and all 4 stars are dead. Sagittarius is the archer. Capricorn is the goat. Aquarius the water bearer. So this would be potentially 7. Does that even match up with it? Still, the Desert Lord, I mean, that could very well be Scorpio. Like, for sure it could be, right? 7th is the chaser of all things red. Chaser of all things red would be the bull, probably, so Taurus. So I don't think these are in order, but I still think we need to do them, probably. Like, maybe not all of them, maybe we just do the 12th? I don't know. I don't know if we have to do these in order. Dancing around the circle of time, the beast awaits a deathly chime. With key in hand and blood in sight, it opens mouth to swallow light. Monarch of Beasts, that would be Lion, so Leo. Should write down this order they have listed here, just so that we... Okay, so first equals Leo. Second is the Doppelganger. That would be Gemini, right? Third is the Bowman. That would be Sagittarius. Fourth is the Killer that hides within man. I don't know what that is. The Killer that hides within man? The killer that hides in man. Is that Sagittarius? Then what's the third one? If the fourth is Sagittarius, what's the third one then? Third one. No, it's got to be Sagittarius. The killer that hides within man. I'm not sure fourth. Fifth one, the horn of an innocent demon. Capricorn, I think, right? Goat, right? Because goats aren't actually demons, but they have kind of the demonic looking eyes and stuff. Sixth is the maiden, so Virgo. Seventh is Taurus, yeah. Eighth is the pawn under darkened tide. Is that Pisces? It might be Pisces. Fish. I'm going to put Pisces for now. I'm not sure, though. Not totally sure. Ninth. Like I said, Zodiac is definitely not my thing. Ninth is the Judgment. That's the Scales. That's Libra, right? 10th. Incubus born of a witch. Which one is the incubus? I don't even know. I'm not sure. 11th. I'll have to look at the list of Zodiac stuff again and see. Flowing of Earth's Lament. I don't know. Okay. 12th, I think, is for sure Scorpio. $1982 was the date on that one thing that said the moon bleeds or whatever. I wonder if 1982 means I need to do the first of these, the 9th of these, the 8th of these, the 2nd of these, maybe. Anyway, so 11th is the flowing of Earth's lament. Flowing of Earth's lament, and then incubus born of a witch. Flowing of Earth's lament. We've done Taurus and Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Libra. So either Cancer. Cancer could be the one, I suppose. There's the water bearer. Hey, welcome. Monster, welcome back. Let's see. Trying to remember at what point you left. Okay, so what we did, I don't know if you saw, we ended up escaping from that thing from the end of last time. I'm talking a little bit vaguely because Fofox has not seen all of it. Or at least doesn't remember all of it. So just in case, I will have her look at the smaller videos that I've uploaded to YouTube to catch up. So, the danger from the end of last time, we fled from that this time. We ended up coming out of a hole. We found a note, a bloody note from Jennifer. We were back in that same closet from where we appeared when we first started the game. When we left Abigail's apartment and entered this creepy world of the occult and stuff. That closet where she landed when she woke up from there, that's where we landed. We jumped through a hole to escape that danger thing. And then we ended up in that same closet. Now with another note from Jennifer, this one bloody. Jennifer gave us the Azure key. So now we had the Crimson key from before. The path that was not available unless it was dark. You cross that, there are elevator doors, reach through the elevator doors, get the Crimson key. So we had the Crimson key from there. We had the Azure key left for Jennifer when we woke up from after falling through that hole. Okay, or got up. I don't know if we fell unconscious, but we got up. Okay. And then I had oil on me from before. So we went back to the room where the sink is, poured oil on the sink, down the sink, drain, and it poured down this tube and down into this kind of chasm down to below. So then, because we poured oil, I lit a match. We lit that whole thing on fire. That allowed us to then go all the way down those stairs, to go down and down and down and down and down to the crematorium. We were able to go to the end of the crematorium, and there had been before an incinerator, right? The cremation machine. That was too dark. We couldn't see anything when we looked through the glass. Well, now that the fire was burning and was incinerating things, we looked through that glass, we were able to see kind of glowing red symbols. Those symbols, so I took a screenshot of those. Those symbols matched the order. Let me get out of this and I'll show you. Matched the order we needed to use in this room. So each of these doors had a symbol on it. We had to go based on the symbols that glowed in that incinerator glass. We knew the order of how to travel through here. It was like this, or something. And then we ended up entering, by doing the right order, we ended up entering a small room that just had a big cross on the floor, and it had hanging from it another key, the Verdant's key, the green key. So now we have red, blue, and green. We just need like a yellow or orange, whatever color it's going to be, key. That's the one we still need to find. Okay, so we got that. We also used the clock arm or the clock needle that we found from that area down below on the clock on this wall. That opened this door, so now we can enter here. Entering here, we found this giant clock machine. It's actually what we can see right here. This big thing here. It has this clock face here, Roman numerals like a normal clock. It has this arm here that's just sun and moon. That's it. There's moon over here, moon down on this so down this corner where my webcam is. I'll come forward just so you can see it. So here, there's moon. Okay. And then if we back up again, you'll see. There is sun. Right here. It's just those two arms. Okay? And then finally, this one here is Zodiac. This wheel here is Zodiac. Okay, so going back to the map, this clock was already on noon. So I'm like, well, what if we match them all up? So if we want noon, well, I mean, it could be noon or midnight, one of the two. They like midnight, so maybe we want the midnight. I actually don't know, but I'm going to go with noon for now. So this was at 12 o'clock. Okay. This was at something, I don't remember, but it had Zodiac stuff. And then this over here was at moon. So in other words, the moon was currently set to the same side of this. So if we say the bottom here is 12 o'clock, ignore what's up here, but like where I am. This right here is 12 o'clock, okay? So this 12 o'clock puts this side here. So then we switched this, so the moon, which used to be over here, moved here, and so now it's sun on this side. So now we have one more clock to manipulate, the Zodiac here. I moved it once, but I don't know if we got what we wanted out of it. I'm second guessing that this is what we wanted. I was looking to guess that. What I initially did was I looked at this book on astrology that has the zodiac symbols, and up here would be, if this were a clock face, this would be the 12 o'clock. Oh yeah. Clock tower, huh? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know that it is, right? But if this were a clock, this would be noon up here. So I thought, okay, so we have Sagittarius here, right? And then we have Capricorn here. So Capricorn, Sagittarius. But I moved this. This doesn't quite fit. Because this shows, if this were a clock, the 12 o'clock would be in between these two. Right? Capricorn over here, Sagittarius over here, finally Scorpio here. The problem is this. Now that I've moved those, I moved it again, but like, even if I move these, you have Sagittarius over here and Capricorn over here. Doesn't work. Like, Capricorn's to the left of the sun and the 12, and Sagittarius is to the right of the sun and the 12. However, I did put Scorpio here, and it matches correctly, like exactly matches up with the sun and the 12. The reason I did that was because if you go down here, Circle of Time, this refers to all the symbols of the zodiac here. So the proud king, monarch, or the beast, that would be lion or Leo, right? Doppelganger within the womb, that would be Gemini, the twins, right? Bowman with deathly intent, that would be Sagittarius, right? But even with these being out of order, right? Because like we said, the Bowman was 11. Well, the Bowman's 3 here, right? So even if those are out of order, the 12th one is the coming of the Desert Lord. The only thing I can figure that's the Desert Lord is Scorpio. The Scorpion, right? I don't know the others. The flowing of Earth's lament. What was fourth again? I don't remember. Let's do it one more time. Fourth. Oh, I can just read it here. Well, it's kind of okay. Fourth is the killer that hides within man. Yeah. So fourth is Cancer, right? The crab, but it's Cancer. Okay. And then, so the ones we've not chosen. 10th is the incubus, born of a witch. And 11th is the flowing of Earth's lament. So we've done all of these now. Libra, Maiden, Lion, Crab, Twins, Bull. So it's got to be on the second set. The Ram. And then Aquarius. So I believe the flowing of Earth's, that's Water Bear, so that's Aquarius. So this last one, I guess, should be Aries. Which makes sense because Aries, although Aries is also the ram, Aries is also the god of war. Although it's not spelled with an I, if it's the god of war. But when we go back to here, the 11th one, or not the 11th, the 10th one is the incubus, born of a witch. I don't know how an incubus born of a witch would be a ram, though. Do I have one of these? Oh, I wonder if 5th is not... I had 5th was Capricorn, but I think that might be wrong. 5th, the horn of an innocent demon. So I think that could be Aries, actually. So I'll mark that these two may or may not switch places. Not sure. Astrology is not, or Zodiac is not my bag. It is not my cup of tea. I don't know, I know, I've heard the names. I know kind of what they represent, in terms of, Gemini's the twins, and, Virgo's the virgin and stuff. That's about all I know. And I still don't know, I don't know which is supposed to be the horn of the innocent demon. Is that Aries, or is that Capricorn? And then whichever one that is not, that would be the other one would be the 10th one, the incubus born of the witch. I'm gonna guess that's Capricorn, actually. So I'm guessing those are switched. So Capricorn is probably 10, and Aries is probably 5, but I don't know. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna go save it if I can. If I don't die in the process of trying to save it, that is. I don't know if something's gonna come after me. If it does, bad news for me. Incorrect. This way is what I want. Save. Okay, I do think though that that's gonna be where we have to quit today. Unfortunately, but it's pretty late for me, so I need to get to sleeping. So, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it as always. Hope you guys had fun looking at this and trying to figure some things out and whatnot. I did, I know. I will see you guys in either of the videos I upload during the course of the week, whether the new uploads or portions of streams I've done already, and or on my Discord channel. There'll be a link down below in the description of the different videos I do if you want to join from there, or on my Twitch profile, or I will see you on Discord itself. Until next time, peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy.
Oh, that's so sad.